That was a sloppy spear.
It wasn't great. And this is after Styles hit the Clash and then kicked out, and then hit the Clash on a chair and then a kick out. And it was just the one spear.
I thought he missed one.
He did miss one.
Did you see that?
See what?
Roman is annoying.
Oh yeah, annoying.
Uh-huh.
It's great.
The thing is, he's doing a good job of selling, like, how much that match.
That match was insane.
Yes!
Welcome to the Daily Neitz, a daily look at classic movies, modern cinema, and today the world of professional wrestling. Extreme Rules 2016 just wrapped up, and Seth Rollins is back! He's back! I kept hearing June 6th is the date he's gonna pop back in. It's 2 weeks from tomorrow, but no, he came back in tonight, and he pedigreed the champion Roman Reigns at the end of the show and held the title, and he's back, and everyone loves him, and he's back. Great way to end the show, because it definitely left the crowd on a really high note, and I think they realized that, knowing that if Roman Reigns won and held the title just like he did at the end of Payback and at the end of WrestleMania, it would be like a kind of finish of the show. So what a great time to have him come in. Just fantastic. Loved it. As a show, overall, it wasn't bad. The first couple matches, I'm trying to go back through the card in my head here. Usos and the Club's fine. Club won clean, which is good because they've been like losing on TV a bunch. So I'm glad they got a win. The Tornado Tag, fine. I like Tornado Tag matches when it's just 4 guys or 6 guys or however many guys in the ring just punching each other for 10 minutes and then somebody wins. I prefer like the ECW style. But this is more like, all right, let's get these 2 guys out of the ring and then we'll fight for a while and then somebody will jump in and it'll be 2-on-1 and then, you know, it was more like that. It was more like how they book like triple threats and fatal 4-ways, which is fine. But there's nothing special, nothing to write home about. Then we had, who was next? Pre-show, we had Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. Again, fine. Corbin's Undertaker special was fantastic. Like, that was a brutal looking low blow. Really dug it. Great stuff.
Probably because Corbin's arm is as long as Dolph's leg.
Yeah, right? Dude's freaking tall. Usos Club, we had the New Day. Rusev and Kalisto, I think, was next. I think Kalisto's actually dead.
R.I.P. Kalisto.
That accolade was the most devastating submission hold I saw tonight, and there was a submission match tonight. How do you feel about Seth?
Seth is back!
Get out of here. But that use of the accolade was absolutely devastating. There aren't many submissions that look that painful, and the way he did it to Kalisto, bent him backwards in half, just awesome.
Actually, having sort of been put in the accolade.
I did put her in the accolade one night.
It's probably easier to breathe the way that he was put, because the stress was on the stress was more down here.
Yeah, the stress was down here instead of up here, but still, like, it looked devastating.
It looked awful.
And the quickness with which he tapped out, I believe it probably was devastating. So congrats, Rusev. Get your US strap back on so when Cena comes back in a week, he can take it off of you. But that's fine. Then we had the New Day retain against the Vaudevillains. I liked Big E's little bury some hose line at the beginning. They're always good on the microphone. Keep that train rolling. I found it interesting that when the New Day won those titles, 2 nights before, or the night before, the Vaudevillains won the NXT tag titles. So that's how long it's been. That was both in Brooklyn last summer. But But good match. Big E's spear to the outside was violent, and I love it. And I thought for a second Vaudevillains were going to win when they hit the Whirling Dervish on Woods, but no, he kicks out. And also, Xavier Woods is wrestling. Neat! Love to see him actually in the ring and not just playing a trombone on the outside. So good for him, getting a pay-per-view payday. Then we had the match of the night, the Intercontinental Fatal 4-Way. What are you opening?
I was trying to surreptitiously open popsicles. I'm sorry.
You failed. It's all good. I love you. Fatal 4-Way opened with an assassination and just continued. Absolutely gorgeous match. I'm not even going to try to describe it. It was just move after move done perfectly. So many near falls. So many moments. I thought at least one moment during the match for every member of the match. I thought that they were. I didn't word that well. There was at least one moment for everyone in the match that I thought they were about to win it, and like legitimately heart stopped. The title's changing. He got pulled out. The title's changing now. He got pulled out. Just over and over. Just heightened emotion. Just fantastic match, and even a strong finish to keep Miz, who was definitely the weakest man in that match, to keep the belts on his waist. Well done. Way to make it make sense. It worked for the storyline. Continues the Zayn and Owens feud, which will probably continue until SummerSlam until they take a break.
Forever.
Yeah, I wish they could fight forever. They're so good. Also, I almost said Kalisto and I almost said Claudio. Cesaro. Claudio is his real name. Cesaro also has a good excuse for a rematch next month, because he did make the Miz tap while the ref was looking away. So, awesome. Like, keep everything going. That's good storytelling, great match. Absolutely loved it. Followed that up with the trash match, the piss break match, Dean and Jericho in the Asylum. Boring. The first 9/10 of the match were boring. I couldn't get into it until Dean produced some thumbtacks, and even then it was a good 5-10 minutes before they got used. I was starting to believe by the end of the match that the barbed wire 2x4 was never going to contact anybody and the tacks were going to be wasted. But they did deliver a little bit on the 2x4. He hit Dean twice with it, which is more than we could say about Barbie at WrestleMania. But then the tacks, the drop onto the tacks and the dirty deeds also onto the tacks. Just visceral is the word I want to use. Just zooming in on the blood and Jericho's arms, the tack sticking out of his back. It was a nice callback to 10 years ago when that kind of thing was the norm. Felt really good to see it on TV again. Nice violent finish, but it couldn't save that match. That match was just weak. And nobody used the potted plant. Never got used. At least I didn't see it. I may have some doubt if they did. Then we had the women. Fine. I still think their match at Roadblock was incredible. And they've kind of gone downhill from there, Natty and Charlotte. And it wasn't as bad as last month. It wasn't as bad as a Screwjob callback. But that finish, it was cheap. It was cheap, and it's wasting Dana Brooke. Because I don't think she needs to be aligned with the Flairs. I don't think she needs to be a sidekick. I think she can handle her own. Not in the title picture, but she can handle her own against Becky Lynch. She can handle her own against maybe the Naomi when she gets back, or Paige. She can do an undercard women's feud and do it well. I don't think she needs to be thrown into a stable with the Flairs. Just kind of made me sad, but it's good that she got on pay-per-view. Good for her. Welcome to the main roster. You gotta dress like Flair for a night. It's fine. And then we had the main event, which was awesome. It was what I wanted an Extreme Rules match to be. I wanted the set to look like it had gotten bombed. And by the end of it, there were 3 broken tables. They brawled all the way out to the pre-show set and back, which was great. I haven't seen a good brawl normally when they brawl to the outside, they'll be out there for 5 seconds and come back in, but This is like a nice long extended sequence out there using the set and interacting with the crowd a little bit, and it was really, really well done. AJ going bananas with the chair at the end was horrifying and amazing all at the same time. It was just awesome. Of course, one spear does more damage than two Styles clashes, including one on a chair. But we knew that move meant nothing since Jericho's kicked out of it twice now. I guess Roman can kick out of it twice on one night. Why not? Doesn't make sense to me. But besides that, like, we knew Roman was going to win. AJ wasn't walking out with the title. But I'm very, very glad, as I said before, that they brought in Seth at the end. And end the night on a high note. Left me feeling good. I had a great time watching the show. After the IC match, it got a little, slow. But I don't think that match would have been any better before the IC match, so it's fine. Got some breathing room before the main event. But definitely that IC match, deserves to be watched multiple times. And that main event held up. It was a main event, and it had a main event feel, and it was good. So overall, good show. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. See how Seth is going to react to Roman having his title. Cody brought up an interesting point. Now that Steph and Shane are kind of working together, how is Seth and Steph going to react? How's that relationship going to react? I'm looking forward to seeing that tomorrow night. Should be a good time, and I'll have my reaction to that soon after the show goes off the air tomorrow night. But until then, you can like, share, and subscribe. Check out my Twitter at Daily Neitz. Get my beat-by-beat reactions from the evening. Those tweets are all up there. You can also leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me when you think Seth is going to win his title back, next month or SummerSlam. But until tomorrow, bye.